Yo, 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 welcome back to another episode of the Adam Could Do podcast. In this episode, I'm going to take what I've learned over the years when it comes to studying movies in order to offer a defined, intentional perspective on how to see how you're showing up in life. Because in the movies, it's such a great analogy for life. And having some fun. I just wrote a post about this on Facebook and I said, it's not like we're in a movie or anything. Well, maybe, the Truman Show. But when we really look at our lives objectively, it's hard to be objective at times because there's so many things to take into account. So many different people's perspectives of us that we try to accept as our own. We've got our significant others or our kids or our families or our friends or our peers or our mentors offering insights in how they see us and how they see what we're doing in our life and in our business. And if we take that wholeheartedly or with too much rigor, it no longer offers up a perception to you, but it actually turns into distortion. It's harder and harder and harder for you to see. So if you want to start looking at your life as a movie, then there's a few things that hold true in just about every single successful movie. And we're going to get into those in a quick minute. But before we dive any deeper, I want to bring to the surface a word that you hear over and over and over again in movies, and that is the word character. And when it comes to character, most people see a character as someone who is playing a role in a movie. Whether that be the primary main role or it be a secondary role, maybe the villain or somebody that's just a friend that's a supporting cast role. But in this conversation today, we're going to flip the word character and look at it differently. Because when writers sit down to write movies, yes, they must identify the people that are fulfilling certain roles in the movies, the characters. But most importantly, what they're looking at, especially in their main character, is their character. Because movies are built up on scenes of action where there is resistance, there is problems, there is struggles. Because it's a very boring movie if the character just goes around not getting any better or not going after bigger things, not getting knocked down and having to dust themselves off to get back up again. And so when we are looking at a character, you must look at the character's character. And in a movie, there's certain stages or scenes or acts, if you will, the structure of a movie that you will see that also correlate to life as well. And you can look at this in terms of a day in your life or a week or a month or a year, but you're going to start to see there's themes in your life as well. And so for an example, you have the opening scene, you have the opening act. There's going to be something that sets the tone of the movie, something that opens up the storyline. And this could be just how you're showing up early in the morning. This could be what you're doing early in your week to set the tone, right? How are you opening things up? And then in movies, there's always an inciting incident, something that happens that propels the main character or the protagonist into action. And then from that point, there's certain situations that continue to arise that allows the character to show their true character in overcoming situation after situation. If there is no conflict, if there is no resistance in the movie, then there is no movie. It's a boring movie. Nobody's going to watch it. But when it comes to our lives, when we have resistance and things are not going our way and we're getting beat up and we can't catch a break and why does this happen to me and yada, 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 the list goes on. What you're not seeing is that these moments with resistance, they're building your character. And your character moves on. Sometimes we get so singular focused on this moment in time and we make it basically mean everything about life. We overgeneralize this moment to make it mean this is the way things are. We forget to see the character that is being built in this moment in time. And you see the greatest breakthroughs, the greatest triumphant stories often had the biggest challenges. But we don't want challenges. We want life to be easy. And why can't it be easy? And we're trying to do our manifestations, and we're meditating, and we're trying to stay calm in our inner peace work, and we're doing our hypnosis and all the things. But then things in our outer world continue to create conflict and challenge. And so we internalize that as we're doing something wrong. Oh, why am I still creating this conflict in my life? And why is it going this way? Why is it going that way? I thought I should have it figured out by now. I should know better. Which puts more baggage on you, which makes your journey, your hero's journey, a little bit more challenging. That backpack of baggage is a little bit heavier. And so start to take a step back in these moments where challenges arise. What is this going to do for you in terms of your future? But here's the thing. Most times when we get frustrated about events, whether it be in life or business, circumstances or people not changing, and we bury ourselves in the dread of these moments, we're not really taking the lesson. We're just seeing it as poor me. You are not the victim in your movie. You are the hero. You will win. You always win. You're either getting the lesson you need for bigger opportunities and obstacles, call them what you want, in the future, or you're getting the result you want in the moment. You're always winning. So why are we seeing resistance as losing? As you should be doing better, as you should be further along. That story, that perpetual story, is what's creating an internal conflict inside of you. And so that might be your biggest moment, this biggest opportunity to overcome that inner conflict. It's another opportunity because life is going to continue to reflect you, test you. And so these conflicts, this resistance, it doesn't have to mean anything about you. It can simply mean this is an opportunity to get stronger. Because you know how life is. I don't have to be the one to tell you there's going to be more problems to solve, more challenges to overcome, more obstacles to navigate through, and you'll do it with bliss. And there's a quote I want to read to you here from Jim Rohn, which is considered to be the godfather of the self-development and personal help industry. Jim says, "Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenges. Wish for more wisdom. The major value in life is not what you get. The major value in life is who you become. Success is not to be pursued. It is to be attracted by the person you become. And the only way to become the person who attracts the level of success that you desire and that you want that's on your heart is to go through challenges, is to get stronger, is to build character. So the next time you're faced with something that's bothering you, just know another quote: a smooth sea never created a skilled sailor. I mean, just think about it. If you want life just to be peachy, which we all do, we want life to be easy. Like, come on, right? We want it just handed to us and come to us. But look at that in terms of movie. How boring is a movie of that? How boring of a life will you have lived if that's so simple? Now, I don't wish challenges on you, but I do wish for more skills. And if we don't want to develop the skills, then chances are you're not going to have the opportunities to be that type of person that attracts the level of success that you want and deserve. And hey, look, I'm no different. I'm walking my path. I've got challenges coming my way on the regular. And it's got to a point where literally, a year and a half ago, it was like, what in the world is going on here? Like, I can't catch a break. Why me? Why does this happen? And I saw myself in that moment. What a freaking victim. What a baby. Why not step up to the challenges so that way the next challenge that comes my way, I can navigate it with ease. And then there's going to be a next level that I'm going to carry those skills and continue to develop my skills. And the same goes for you. So no more getting into this place of being the victim in your own movie. And also no longer be the antagonist. Don't make things harder on yourself than it needs to be. Find it within yourself to see your life as a movie, to take an objective look, and to see how you're showing up. And to see, are you being the hero of the movie, or are you being the victim? And if you are being the victim, or less than the hero, the question becomes, what skills do I need to develop? And right now, there's moments in my life where I know the plates are spinning, the boat's rocking, and in moments prior, I had done certain things, like even eaten certain food that made me feel a little off, or I had not taken care of myself. I had not hydrated enough. I have not got enough sleep. I had not meditated. I've not got myself to ground zero, where when the waves and the boat's rocking, the plates are spinning. We're trying to spin all these plates, do all these things. They're spinning, starting to spin out of control. And my whole role now is to be still in those moments, to make sure that I'm not making the wake in the waves even stronger. I'm steadying the boats because I am the boat. And you can't rock me if I'm in my power. The same goes for you. So see yourself objectively. Take a bird's eye view. Step outside of yourself. Start to watch and witness. Even the times where things are rocky, things are challenging, start to see the mental chatter go and go and go and go and go, and just watch it. Because I've got a chance here recently just to literally, it's like I could not slow myself down, but I could watch and have a little sense of humor. And I could continue to slow myself down step by step by step. I was unable at the moment just to step out, but I was able to watch and be like, whoa, this character is getting into some major stuff right now in his head. So why not step in and use his character to navigate these waters gracefully? That way you don't cause more drama around in your life. You can lead with love. You can steady the ship for others. And you can develop the skills that will allow you to navigate the challenges much more gracefully next time. So I love this movie perspective. I love looking at this. I think it's powerful to be able to step outside of yourself and to see how you show up and to see the role that you are playing in your life. So when we talk about character, it's not someone, but it's rather something that's buried quiet deep inside of you. That even in the most challenging moments, just like in the movies, when all is lost, no hope is left, everyone has counted you out, even yourself, you have this quiet little nudge deep inside of you that says, I'm not done yet. So keep showing up. Keep doing your thing. Keep being you. Keep growing. Keep evolving. Trust yourself. Open your heart more and more and more, because good things are coming your way. There's a breakthrough that always follows a breakdown. So learn your lessons, learn your skills, get stronger, and just keep going. That's what I've got for you today. So much love to you. If anything is coming up in your world, reach out on Instagram. I love getting direct messages from you. So thank you for those of you who have sent messages, and thank you for those who have rated and reviewed the podcast. Nothing more to say. Allow the challenging moments in your life to build your character, because you're going to need it. And we've got this. So lead with love, y'all. Much love. Talk soon. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Adam Could Do podcast. If you would, take a moment to subscribe and click the bell icon so that way you get notified when future episodes air. Now, here's the thing. If you are looking for the show notes, you can find a link to those below. If you're looking for the handles of the guests that I've been interviewing, things of that nature, you'll find that here. And if there's anything else that stood out to you in the episode, or if there's anything I can do for you, please leave a comment below, or for sure message me on Instagram if you'd like, as I'm always looking to hear what's working well for you and what caught your interest about the Adam Could Do podcast. So, time to go, time to change the world, time to help more people. Are you ready? Let's go do this thing. The world needs more leaders. So thanks again for listening to the Adam Could Do podcast.